DStyleBoxing here. Thanks to those joining me live and to those who will be joining me on archive. Feel free to leave comments in the chat. I'll be looking at the chat momentarily. And if you're watching on archive, please leave a comment. Please thumbs up the video. Support the channel, right? Dana White is, I don't know, man. I think he caught himself in a lie here. I think he caught himself in a lie. Let's kind of go over it here really quick, all right? Let's kind of go over what happened. What are you talking about, D-Style? Like, I'm going to get there. Relax, chill, all right? Hold on, right? Now, I know a lot of you kind of already know where I'm going with this. Because, well, what's the big story right now? McGregor, Mayweather, right? All right. So, and what's the other one? The biggest story, okay, in combat sports is Mayweather versus McGregor, the boxing match. The second biggest story in combat sports right now is Malignaggi McGregor sparring boxing. Okay, like it's, you know, that's what's going on right now. The Malignaggi McGregor, you know, we already know, right? The controversy, yada yada yada. You know, the he said, she said, nah, but he's the one that left camp, and he left because he was getting beat up, and no, I left because you're disrespecting me, blah 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 blah. But we've already gone over all that, okay? And I have videos about that if you want to check it out. But look, Dana White comes out. He's the one that released, by the way, on his Instagram the 2 videos, right? He released 2 videos, those, right, of the McGregor-Malignaggi sparring match. One where he snaps Paulie Malignaggi's head back with the left, and Paulie kind of staggers to the ropes, and another one where Paulie kind of looks off balance and maybe did it, and knock down Paulie Malignaggi, right? We can go back and forth with that. I can refer people to Hatman's video. I don't really think it was a knockdown, but I don't think it was a push down either. I think people just see what they want to see. McGregor's people say it was a 4-piece combination, which it wasn't, okay? We could clearly see that. They cut out at the part where Joe Cortez is about to say no knockdown. So it's obviously edited, right? And everything they released on YouTube and the rest of social media, the videos are put together. And it gives you the indication that it was all in the same round. In fact, McGregor, in an interview with Ariel Helwani, insinuates that it's the same round. Most people talk about it being the same round. People are believing that it's the same round. And it's not the same round. Okay, how many times has DStyleBoxing said the same round? Say it with me. They believe it's the same round. Thank you. Look, let me say this, right? Dana White comes out and Dana says, we have the entire footage, right? Well, I believe that. Okay, that's fair enough. I don't see why they wouldn't, right? Okay, they have all the footage. They have the entire footage of the whole sparring session. Dana White claims Paulie Malignaggi was getting his ass whooped every second of every round. It was a beating, he said. He said it was a beating, right? Dana White tell me Paulie Malignaggi, he wasn't getting outboxed. He wasn't getting battered around. No, a beating, a 12-round beating. Now, first of all, Paulie Malignaggi made a good point, actually, right? And by the way, this is not defending Paulie Malignaggi Central. I made my fair share of videos ridiculing Paulie. You could check out those videos. They're there. But he made a good point. He said, I wasn't in shape to go 12 rounds, much less take a 12-round beating, right? So that's point number 1, right? Okay. Also, let's look at the circumstantial evidence. You really believe me? You expect me to believe that? Hey, really? Notice in that entire video, in that entire footage, notice this. Not one red mark anywhere on Paulie Malignaggi's, okay, pudgy body. All right? Do yourselves a favor. Get your index and your middle finger right now, okay? Look at your wrist. Look at your forearm. Press your fingers against your forearm for about 10 seconds. Let go. There's going to be kind of okay, you can leave yourself a mark if you actually pressed on. You can see a mark, right? Now slap it, right? There'll be a mark right there. Not one mark on all of Paulie Malignaggi's body. Not one. So you expect me to believe that, okay, maybe all those shots were headshots, every single one of them. Well, when that tells me maybe first of all, I guess Conor didn't throw any body shots, in that entire sparring session. Because a pudgy dude Okay, did not have one red mark anywhere. Go look at that Eggington fight when Malignaggi fought him. Okay, just go look at that fight, right? You could see the redness all over the side of Paul Malignaggi before he even got knocked out. Okay, and the second Eggington was just breaking down the body. He was hitting the body, but it wasn't like a beating, right? So either Conor McGregor punched like a bitch to the body and can't throw a proper body shot, or he never hit Paul Malignaggi with a clean body shot in the entire sparring session. That's observation number one, right? Now somebody may say, well, DStyle, he just hit him with nothing but headshots. It was just a beating. He just beat him to the head all 12 rounds. For 36 minutes, Conor McGregor just beat him with nothing but headshots. We know he didn't land any body shots. I could see the film. I've been watching boxing for years, and if a dude's taking a beating and he's getting hit to the body, there will be marks on the body. Okay, he will be red on the ribs. He just will. That's number one. Circumstantial evidence number one. Number two, okay, let's say we take that, right? Okay, it was nothing but headshots. That's it. That Paul Malignaggi was just out of it. That supposedly, according to Conor McGregor, the sparring partners were scared, and this is all their version of the story. Okay. That Paul Malignaggi was out of it. Paul Malignaggi was stumbling in the car, and and by the way, Conor getting this. He's just making it up. I don't know, but he didn't even say he saw this. He said that somebody told him that they saw that. Okay. We were worried. We were this, we were that. Right? Okay. Nothing but headshots for 12 rounds. Okay, fine. Well, Paulie's face, just look at his face. Paulie's face had bruises. Well, 2 points. Number one, Paul Malignaggi had a very thin, headgear on. Conor McGregor had, the big headgear, which he should have. That's responsible. You don't want to get a cut or something before the fight that people are paying a lot of money for, to go see. So I'm not ridiculing him for that, but that's why you're not going to get bruised up with that big fucking headgear. You just aren't, right? By the way, one punch can cause a bruise to the face. Have any of you ever been punched in the face? Have you ever been in a fight? Any one punch can cause damage, or a bruise to the face, right? Especially if you've been out of action for a long time and, your face isn't really, getting used to that, especially first day of sparring. It's just, I'm just saying. If anything, Malignaggi, in all honesty, looked more bruised up after the he looked more bruised up after that one, from all the photos I've seen, than the 12-round sparring session. But I'm expected to believe that he was taking a beating for 12 rounds, according to Dana White. Well, maybe, just maybe, Dana White needs to reassess what his definition of beating is. But by the way, another thing that was revealed, and has been confirmed, is that he was deducted 2 points by Joe Cortez, even though it's sparring. It's not a real fight, but doesn't mean anything. But for illegal tactics, Conor was. He was deducted 2 points. That's insane. Anyway, in practice, the motherfucker was deducted 2 points. So we don't know what type of illegal tactics he did. Now, it gets better. Prosecutor DStyle ain't done. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I ain't done yet. So but before I continue, let's recap really quick. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and there's actually 12 people watching right now. You guys you're literally a jury. All 12 of you. Like, you're a jury, like, for real. Right? One of them just left. We need a replacement for the jury. I'm going to continue until I see 12 people in the chat. It ain't going to happen. These not going to continue until I see 12. I need a full jury. I need everybody in the jury. And now, anyway, look. There it is, 12. Look. All right, so ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I don't see any damage on all of Paulie's pudgy body, I mean, come on, man. A professional fighter throws a body shot to do it with that pudgy body, and it's a clean shot to the body, there's going to be a fucking mark, right? And if he took a beating, there would be a lot of marks. They're all headshots, all right? Then even given the fact that at the shortest possible headgear possible, even for the second time, even after boxing him one time, he wore the shortest or the thinnest allowed headgear that exists possible. Paulie did, right? And his face didn't look anywhere near as bruised up as it did after the first sparring session. Because you could see pictures of Paulie after the first sparring session compared to the second sparring session. You can actually see these things, right? By the way, if he was not really damaging Paulie to the body, because that's clearly visible by the footage they released, if he wasn't punishing him to the body and all the punishment was upstairs, right? I mean, I would expect Paulie Malignaggi to have a broken orbital bone at this point, right? Now, but the headgear, he has the thinnest possible headgear. It's like having no fucking headgear, right? It just prevents like cuts like on around the eyebrow and shit. That's it. But that's all it does, or in the head or something. If you accidentally land an elbow on the side of the head or something like that, that's all that headgear covers. And yes, I understand there's 16-ounce gloves. It doesn't stop the impact. A clean blow with a 16-ounce is almost the same as a 10-ounce. Look, right? If you have power, you got power. I don't care if you got 16-ounce gloves. He obviously wasn't hurting them to the body because we could see that. They were all headshots. So according to Dana White, ladies and gentlemen, he was taking a beating for 12 rounds. A beating for 12 rounds. Okay. Well, let's analyze this. Let's analyze this, shall we? So you expect me to believe that he was concussed throughout the fight and Joe Cortez just allowed it to continue? A Hall of Fame referee just allowed it to continue while the guy was just concussed and getting beat up for 12 rounds with nothing but headshots? He was just snapping his head back the whole time for 12 rounds, and Joe Cortez just stood there and just let it all happen. Now you expect DStyle to believe that shit? The jury's getting bigger, guys. The jury's getting bigger. But let's say, DStyle's all bullshit, blah, 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 blah. Well, it gets better. This is just circumstantial. These are just observations I have. Let's move on. Let's continue. Dana White says, hey, I gave Showtime all the footage. Right? That's what he said. Dana White said that he gave Showtime a shitload of footage. Right? That's what he said. So I'm like, first of all, okay, let's get your story straight. Do you or do you not want to release footage? Right? Because one day, I'm agreeing with you guys, right? Well, we can't release footage. We don't want Mayweather to see what you're doing. That's unfair. Guys don't do that, right? And then you start releasing footage. Footage that makes you look good. Okay, I'm still with you, right? I'm still not against you guys. I'm still like, okay, it makes sense. They're not going to release footage of Paulie looking good. You know, they're going to release footage of Conor looking good. I'm still on your side. DStyle's still with you. But then you say you gave Showtime a shitload of footage that they're free to use, and then he claims Showtime decided that they're not going to use it because it'll make Paulie Malignaggi look bad because he works for Showtime Sports. That's what Dana White said. So, like, in other words, I gave them the green light to use the footage, but they decided not to because Paulie looked that bad. Paulie took a beating, and they don't want to embarrass Paulie Malignaggi. Oh, really? So you're fine with releasing the footage then? What are you trying to say? You don't need Showtime to release it, Dana. Dana doesn't need Showtime to release the footage. Dana has millions of followers on social media. Conor has millions of followers on social media. They don't need to release it on All Access. This is in 2009. They could release it themselves if they want to. You could do it yourselves. You don't need Showtime to do it. But no. I see what happened. If you guys haven't caught it yet, then catch up, okay? Dana White, according to Ruben Espinoza, or the Conor camp, I should say, gave edited, keyword, edited, repeated footage that looked very repetitive, like the same thing over and over again, to Showtime Sports. They handed that over, and they said, if you release it, you release it the way we gave it to you. You cannot do anything to it, just the way we gave it to you. And Showtime said, yeah, no thanks. The Conor team said, oh, well, you just want to put part of it out. No, the way we edit it or nothing at all, right? See, Dana White was hoping that, they would give this footage to Showtime. Showtime would air it on All Access, and people would be like, wow, look at this. Conor McGregor's whooping Paulie's ass. Right? And then when people point out, hey, that looks edited to me. You're cutting off a lot of parts. Then they could turn around and do what? Blame Showtime. Hey, we gave Showtime all the footage. We gave Showtime all the footage, folks. He was beating his ass the whole 12 round. We gave it all to Showtime. Showtime put, even though that's their employee, they put whatever they could. Look at that's a montage that Showtime put up. Showtime edited it. But believe us, there's no good moments for Paulie. Paulie didn't do anything that whole time. He got his ass beat for 12 rounds straight, right? You see, that's why Showtime decided not to release it. If you want to release an edited version, it's your right. Go ahead, knock yourselves out. Okay, but Showtime and Ruben Espinosa in this case, they're not going to be your fall guy. No. They're not going to be your fall guy. And that's exactly what they tried to do here. Dana White comes out and says, hey, I gave them a shitload of footage. It's up to them if they want to play it. Hey, we're just saying, even though in one breath you're saying we don't want to release any of the footage, we don't want Mayweather to see anything. Okay, that's the excuse they're using. Now let me say this, all right? The times I defended Conor McGregor's camp in this situation, and I've even gone out of my way to troll Paulie Malignaggi. I'm not even a big Paulie Malignaggi fan, and you could see those in the videos I made. But I'm also a fair guy, okay? And let's be honest. The arguments I made, like, well, we can't release footage. You just don't do that. Okay, you don't put pictures of one guy looking good. You do it for the other guy. All that is traditional talk. All that is agreements that professionals make behind the scenes, right? There was nothing professional about any of this. Nothing. And there's nothing normal about any of this. The ref being present, stare downs, and Dana White, one of the promoters of the event, if you want to call him that. I don't even know, what is Dana White in this event? Like, he's not really a promoter in this event. What is he doing? Is he's just like Conor's lapdog? Like, well, what is this guy? Like, he's just like there, right? I guess he's playing the role of his manager, I guess. Like, even though he's not the manager, Conor does have a manager. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing. I don't know Dana White's role here. I don't know the agreement for him to fight a boxing match meant, well, you got to put my face out there too, right? He needs a piece of the pie as well. Whatever. Is he going to walk out to the ring with Conor? Like, well, what is he doing? What is Dana White's role here exactly, right? But anyway, he comes out, and this is what he said, guys. He said, hey, I gave out the footage. I put the footage out there to Showtime, and they were hoping Showtime used it as is. And when people point out, hey, it wasn't going to work on everybody, I'm sure the majority of the public would have been like, oh my God, look at this. He's destroying Paulie. But then, so smart people would have said, well, that looks like edited video to me. It doesn't seem to me like they put everything out there, nothing useful anyway. And then they could turn around and say, hey, look, we gave them all the footage. Showtime picked whatever they wanted to show. And that's exactly what this was. Because they could have released it themselves if they wanted to. They just don't want to be called out on the fact that it's edited. There's nothing normal about any of this stuff, okay? Just like there was nothing normal about the first edited version of the sparring session that Conor McGregor had with Van Heerden. There was nothing normal about that. That's just not something guys do. It just isn't. Guys don't go around, hey, man, edit this video so I can look good. Like, it doesn't happen. And then Van Heerden released the real footage because he had somebody actually record it, okay? He noticed some red flags before the sparring session happened, and he had one of his buddies record the whole thing. And then when they released the real version where Conor looked like shit, right? We saw how he really looked. Now, according to Conor, he saw the footage, and according to Conor's version of the story is, I didn't leak anything. It was him. He was the weasel that released it. You know, he shook my hand and I said it was an honor. And then later on, he just released the video. Like, no, Conor. No. Okay? Your people, and it falls on you. These are the people that work for you. Okay? Released footage, edited footage that supposedly Conor McGregor was beating up a pro boxer. Okay? And then Van Heerden just happened to have the real footage. Okay, so he released it because he was tired of people going around saying, "Oh, you were beating his ass in a boxing match." Right? Now, Paulie wasn't that smart. Paulie didn't videotape shit, so he's an idiot for that. Right? And that's why he's in the hole he's in now. Okay. Now, I maintain I don't know what the fuck happened in that sparring session. And honest to God, it honestly is irrelevant. It's irrelevant if you got the best of Paulie. Paulie got the best of him. It was competitive both ways. Honestly, it's absolutely irrelevant. Paulie Malignaggi, even in his prime, is nowhere near the level of a boxer of Floyd Mayweather. Nowhere near, right? Nowhere near the level of a boxer of a Floyd Mayweather. It ain't even close, okay? So it's irrelevant to me what happened. Okay, there's guys that have destroyed Paulie and wouldn't stand a shot against, Floyd Mayweather. Egan 10 knocked out Paulie Malignaggi. Okay, he wouldn't stand a shot against Floyd Mayweather. It doesn't matter to me what happened in the sparring session, right? But one last thing. Why are they trying so damn hard? Why are they trying so hard? Why are they trying so hard? And it's like it's this confirmation bias happening, and first there was a shock of, holy shit, like look what he's doing to Paulie. But then the realization starts to come in after the initial shock, and people are starting to catch on to it. Right? They're starting to catch on to the whole thing. According to Conor McGregor, he was getting the best of Van Heerden in the footage that was released. That's not true. We could see that. Right? So if he thinks he was getting the best of that, then of course he's probably going to think he got the best of Paulie. There's only one way to know, and that's to release the sparring footage. Let's just release the whole thing after the fight, and it'll be settled, right? It'll be settled. We'll just release unedited video of all 12 rounds. And that's it. It's not that hard, okay? Let's see all 36 minutes after the fight, and it's settled. We probably never will see that footage, okay? And if we do, I suspect it'll be very highly edited video. It would be very highly edited. They'll probably have some special, and they'll edit the whole thing, right? Editing can do some unbelievable things. It really can. Now, it doesn't mean that left hand didn't happen. It did. He did snap Paulie's head back. It doesn't mean that Paulie Malignaggi didn't look off balance. And it doesn't mean another ref wouldn't have called that a knockdown. Maybe another ref in real time could have called that a knockdown. It's 50-50. I'm not disputing any of that, okay? But people are going around being very irresponsible, saying things like, well, Paulie was rocked with the left hand, and then he was out of it, and that's why he stumbled and fell down. No, these are two different clips from two different rounds, right? That's just the truth. That's the reality. No, Batista, no, but nothing. No, but nothing. There's no buts here, right? Well, the jury deliberate now. Let's check out the chat really quick. All right, guys, do not forget, please, thumbs up the video, support the channel, okay? Thumbs up the video. Let's see those thumbs ups, okay? I take the time to do this for you guys. If you like the video, thumbs it up. Look. Let's go ahead and open up the chat really quick. And, I wonder, did I say anything out of bounds? Did I say anything that doesn't make any sense? Did I say anything that isn't reasonable? Did I say anything like that? Is it not a good point that you look at a pudgy Paulo Malignaggi and we're supposed to believe that he took a beating for 12 rounds, but his body literally looks untouched. He doesn't look red at all. You expect me to believe that? Has Dana White even seen like a 12-round beating before? Have you guys seen a 12-round beating before? These fighters are taken out on ambulances. You could break an orbital bone. You could break a nose. You could break an eye socket. That headgear that Paulo Malignaggi has doesn't really protect his cheekbones. It doesn't really protect around his eye. That's a very thin padding that he has, right? That he chooses to wear. It's not that big ass one that Conor McGregor's wearing. And if you tell me, well, that's because it's 16-ounce gloves, then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? You just don't know. Let's read over the comments really quick. KT Style says, Pesh K. What's up, Pish? We all know the lie. Well, boxing fans do. Yes, we do. Christopher Tom, bro. Pesh K, how you doing? He says. Pesh K says, oh, push down. Well, guys, this is what I know, okay? You know what's going on in this Paulo Malignaggi McGregor knockdown? Number one, and I will repeat this for the millionth time, okay? It doesn't matter if it was a knockdown or not, because it's going to make no difference in the Mayweather fight. None. No difference, right? But have you ever watched a football game, right? A lot of you guys watch football, okay? And let's say that you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, okay? And if you're not, pretend you are. Dak Prescott throws a Hail Mary, okay? The clock's winding down, okay? The clock's at 0. The wide receiver leaps up. The quarterback from the defense from the Redskins leaps up. They both grab onto the ball. They fall to the ground, and it's a very close call. Did he have control of the football or not? Was it a touchdown or not? And it's close. Of course, Dallas Cowboy fans are going to say, yes, that's a touchdown. Of course, Redskin fans are going to say, no, it's not. He didn't have control of the ball. It was not a touchdown. And if you reverse the roles, if it's the Washington Redskins quarterback throwing that same pass and the wide receiver catches it the same way in midair and falls to the ground and it's questionable whether he had control of the ball or not when he falls, the same exact way, the same exact scenario, just vice versa. All of a sudden, the Cowboy fans would be saying, what? That he didn't have control of the ball. Redskin fans would be saying he does have control of the ball. Okay? That is just an instinctive bias that people have. So if you're a Conor McGregor fan, to you, that's a knockdown. If you're an MMA fan that's hoping and praying Conor wins, to you, that is a knockdown. If you're somebody that doesn't like Conor and you don't want to see him succeed, you want to see him lose, that's not a knockdown. If you're a boxing fan that you just don't want Conor to win, that's not a knockdown. Okay, people are going to see what they want to see. But to me, right, I don't think it was a push down, but you shouldn't be holding a guy in the back of the head. That's number one. Okay. But that did help Paulo Malignaggi get off balance, which caused him to fall. He did not fall as a result of a series of punches, as Conor McGregor's sparring partners were saying. There was a guy that's literally said that Conor McGregor landed a 4-piece combination on Paulo Malignaggi, which led to the knockdown, which is why they had to show the other footage so they could see some punches landing, because they know that would have been stupid. Okay, so obviously he landed a 4-piece combination and knocked him down side is wrong, and obviously the whole he grabbed them and just shoved them to the ground is wrong as well. Okay, it sounds to me like both sides got it wrong, and the truth is somewhere in the middle, like always. Okay, so would I have called it a knockdown? No. Did Joe Cortez call it a knockdown? No. What another ref in the live fight called it a knockdown? Maybe. It could have been called a knockdown. Does it matter in the grand scheme of things? Absolutely not. It doesn't matter. Nonito Donaire knocked down Rigondeaux. That was a clean knockdown. Did it matter? No. He gave him a boxing lesson for the rest of the fight. Right? Let's move on. I was not with Boxing Librarian. I was doing a Shane Mosley video, by the way. Check that out, guys. Great career, Shane Mosley. A lot of dudes talking to each other here. NBT Boxing, nothing much, brother. Just working and blah, 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 blah. More people talking to each other. All right, big up DStyle from Mr. Armory Boxing Talk. What's up, bro? Mr. Boxing Today, what's up, man? And yes, cheers for Tom. We had a full jury for a while. We had exactly 12 viewers at one point when I was giving my case. NBT Boxing. What's up, bro? How's it going? Mr. Boxing Today 2 says, I think it's funny to give Paulie some shit because he did get knocked a few times. Besides that, though, I like to see the full session. So would I. Christopher Tom. True, true. If you don't want to be buried. Mr. Boxing Today saying what's up to NBT. All right, guys. Where are my questions? Like, what's going on over here? Mr. Boxing Today 2. DStyle has the best coverage of Mayweather Conor, in my opinion. Very, very entertaining stuff. What's up, bro? By the way, Mr. Boxing Today, we gotta get Mr. Boxing Today live on the air one of these days. All right. I don't know, bro, what you're doing for the on Friday for the weigh-in. Okay, and this goes to anybody who's interested. I want to do some live coverage of the weigh-in. Hopefully, I don't think I got to work at that time, but I'll at least do it before the weigh-in or after the weigh-in. But I'm going to be on Friday. I'm going to be on here live. DStyle will be live here. Okay, so make sure you have me on audio, and so you don't have to listen to those Showtime idiots. Okay, you don't have to listen to none of that shit or the idiots on ESPN. You come listen to DStyle. I won't show the footage because I'll get flagged, unfortunately. You could watch that on mute while you listen to DStyle. But I like to have Mr. Boxing Today on here. Speaking of that, Mr. Boxing Today, I've done a few collabs with DStyle back in 2011. It's a collab again. One of my favorite channels. Big up, bro. Joe Lopez, Dana is collecting money. And, there's a lot of speculation that Dana White's on his way out, too. Dana White's trying to cash out. That the UFC's having not financial problems, but they're under financial pressure. The guys who bought the UFC bought it for a lot of money, for about $4 billion, okay? And, that's a big monthly mortgage payment you got to make every day, every month, that is. And that's constant pressure to have big events, big events, big events. I think that's one of the only reasons this fight's happening. And I think it is possible Dana White's trying to cash out. Okay. This is not, Justin Griffin says, it's nothing more than Iris Terry Conklin. Who's that guy? Versus James the Grim. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. The Grim Reaper Roper, the Great White Hype revisited. NBT talks to Mr. Boxing Today. That would be an elite all-time great collab. I pay Mayweather McGregor pay-per-view to watch that. Well, I don't know if you want to pay $100 to see the collab, but we don't watch your money. We watch your listen. Okay. YouTube will pay me. Don't worry about it. The only difference is the least movie conquering was an U.S. amateur national champion. Lopez 40 ounce asked for the real version. Where's it at? I guess get through some stuff here, guys. Somebody, a Conor McGregor fan, is very upset. He's really, really mad. He called me a bag cunt. Okay, I've never been called a bag cunt. I don't know. Is that like an Irish slang or something? What is that? Like what? All right. Okay. All right, mate. Okay. Somebody put Stewie Griffin 50-0, going for Mayweather. Some people are talking about pizza over here. I don't know what's going on. Somebody told me to go fuck myself. All right. You should have put F-O-C-K. So it sounded more like the way McGregor says it, okay? That's how you should have set the whole thing. I'm just trying to get through some of this stuff, guys. So I put 16 ounces and headgear. I already explained that. I don't have to explain it again. Peshke says he's boxing fan first, huge MMA fan second. Haplotype says, I don't see anything in the sparring with Paulie or Van Heeren that is going to be effective against Floyd. Do I? No, I do not. I don't see anything that would be effective against Floyd. That left hand that lands on Paulie, Floyd would have seen that coming a mile away. All right. Do Conor McGregor fans understand that? No. Stewie Griffin says, long dick style. I don't know what that means. Talking to me? I don't know. Todd Joseph, Paulie stumbled all over the place and ropes kept him up with 16-ounce gloves and headgear. Right. You know, you could be pushed, you could be put off balance, and it really is what it is. But, okay, all I'm saying is let's see the rest of the tape. Peshke, Dana's setting up Zuffa boxing promotion so he isn't cashing out. Well, we'll see. Peshke thinks McGregor is getting knocked out, in his opinion. 6th or 7th round. MT Boxing. Contest a compliment in Australia. Don't worry about it. Oh, really? I don't know that. Peshke, you want to bet on who wins? Then I'm game. Talking to Todd Joseph. Right, Todd Joseph? Put your money where your mouth is, bruh. Right? Make that bet. You do a PayPal bet. Let me screenshot this. Better pay up, Todd Joseph. You better pay up, bro. If not, I'm going to be calling you out after the. I'm telling you, I'll be calling you out after the fight if you don't pay up, especially. That's if you bet. That's if you bet. Todd Joseph says he agrees. It is what it is. Yeah. It's a couple seconds of footage. Yes. There you go. So we're in agreement. We're in agreement. A couple seconds of footage, right? It's just a couple seconds. You know, that's all. You guys got any questions? Direct questions at DStyle. I appreciate you guys talking to each other and all that, but it could put the chat all over the place. So, you have any questions for DStyle before I roll the hell out of here? What do you guys believe happened? Do you believe that he got beat up for 12 straight rounds and then just the next day was conducting interviews? Apparently, there was a concussion. You know what said all this? You know, they should have Paulie just do an X-ray, and we'll see if he really was concussed. Haplotype, I believe what McGregor does in sparring is to try to intimidate guys into not throwing by making weird movements. He makes his hands go all over the place, but the punches he throws look pretty weak. He tells Peshke, telling Todd Joseph, what do you want to bet? Come on, Todd Joseph, you got to bet money, bro. Come on, Todd, what do you got to lose? He was beating up Paulie all over the place, remember? The power, the left hand. He's going to knock him out in 2 rounds, he said. He's going to knock him out 2 rounds. What is sweating? MBT, I think Paulie won the sparring 18-10, but great footage by Dana White, LOL. We don't know what happened. I'm maintaining that. But it is possible that Conor maybe got the best of Paulie. But a 12-round beating? A 12-round beating. That doesn't quite add up. It doesn't add up. A lot of things are not adding up here, right? Man in Water put 12-round beating plus a concussion equals small bruise over an eye. Right. Do you see any leaks before the weigh-in? Video leaks. I think they'll try to release something. because I think timing is everything. They will probably release the footage that they wanted Showtime to release themselves. They'll release it on social media. That's what I believe they'll do. Okay. Maybe a montage of him getting the best of some of all his sparring partners. Something like that, yes. Haplotype, or Peshkata Haplotype. He has a counterpuncher in MMA, a very good one, but due to his previous amateur boxing experience, but he is an amateur at boxing level. Haplotype, still want to know what these guys see that makes him think he can win this. Please tell DStyle so he can read it. D, have you heard anything convincing? Not really. Somebody sent me this comment. Let me read the comment in the McGregor fanboy voice. You guys ready for this? McGregor fight style and movement is more advanced than any boxer under limited rules set. Movement is the reason McGregor will win this fight. Right. There you go. Exhibit A. Is that does that convince anybody? Todd Joseph asks, Pesh, how much have you bet so far in Mayweather? Come on, Todd Joseph, you got to put the bet, bro. Come on. He's McGregor, bro. He's going to knock him out, bro. He's not going to move like a boxer. He's going to move like, like what did he say? He's like, oh, Bruce Lee said, be like water. He's going to move like water, bro. Like, just don't worry about it. Okay? Just take the bet, bro. Best case time. Come on, let's bet. 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 Everybody, bet. Bet. I'm all egging on, like I'm all endorsing gambling on freaking live on the air. All right. Anyway, I'll tell you what to bet, right? I'm just saying. Anyways, guys, I'm not supposed to tell you guys this. I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm not supposed to tell you to click on ads. There you go. Anyway, so this is DStyleBoxing, guys. I do need to go. I'm going to have to wrap this thing up, right? I'll read a couple more comments and I'm out of here. Haplotype, but he's sparring and looking not good. So where's the evidence of this hugely advanced boxing skill? But it's not a boxing skill. It's going to be, he's going to use MMA in the boxing ring, but just the boxing part, which is boxing, but not boxing. You see, it's like a non-boxing version of boxing, you know? Come on, Todd Joseph. It sounds like you're weak on the knees, bro. Maybe Todd Joseph doesn't believe in McGregor as much as he claims he does. Maybe he's not that confident. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like they're all confident until all of a sudden you got to put money up. Like, Anyways, guys, that snapshot's been taken. Okay, so if you guys want to bet one another, okay, arrange that amongst yourselves. But this is DStyleBoxing. I do gotta run. Okay, it's got a text you and I gotta go. Okay, and somebody asked me if McGregor was allowed one leg kick per round, who would you favor? I mean, okay. I mean, it's obviously that's irrelevant to me. I don't know, but you can't kick in boxing, so Haplotype, I agree, man. But he's gonna move like McGregor's gonna fight in a non-boxing way. In a boxing fight, he's gonna apply MMA within boxing rules in the boxing fight. That's how he's gonna win, right? You guys make of it what you will. That's what they're telling me. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. So there you go. I'm out, guys. Peace.